although we are on our hiatus, we're still going to give you a top 5 for the month of November. Because a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
And I already did mine for October, so I guess I got to give it to this guy.
Yeah.
So Kevin Hawk, who was your top 5 in November? Rules are as follows. It can't be anyone that were on the top 5 last month. I'll give you a rundown of those. And it has to be anyone like wrestling related.
Yeah, it's got to be a wrestling related.
But it can't be Prince Puma, Drew McIntyre versus Roderick Strong, Finn Balor versus AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, or Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Everybody else, up for grabs. Take it away.
I'm grabbing a lot of them.
Grab them. Grab them hard.
For number 5, grabbing them hard. I'm picking a match.
All right.
A Survivor Series match. The Bar versus the Usos.
One of my 2 favorite. This was probably my favorite of the show.
Yeah.
So good fucking choice.
I mean, great match. Great chemistry. A year later, a year removed from the fact that they were both the final teams representing their brands last year.
Yes.
As Survivor Series, and they did a great job at the finish of the match last year. And so this match was just that much better.
Well, and the Usos are on some other fucking level, man.
Yeah.
They're like it doesn't.
And Cesaro's always on that level.
Yeah. It doesn't matter who they're facing. The Usos can pull out a 5-star match with anybody, which makes me even more excited for Clash of Champions.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when it's in your blood, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Samoans were made to wrestle. And they're all fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And then there's Manu. Am I wrong? What has he done for you lately?
Nothing. Let's go on to number 4.
All right, let's do that.
A little bit earlier in the month, but not that much earlier. Nicole Savoy.
Oh,
becoming
yes.
the new Shimmer champion, defeating Mercedes Martinez.
Absolutely.
Had a bit of a little losing streak at the beginning of the Shimmer tapings, but ended up coming back and leaving the trifecta.
Yeah, essentially destroying the trifecta.
And beating Mercedes Martinez for the championship.
Yeah, that's super impressive. You know, as much crap as I gave her when she was in the Mae Young Classic, because she didn't really get a chance to show all that she was worth. I understand she is a fantastic wrestler. And you know she's been in with Shimmer for a while now, and you know she absolutely deserves a title run. So good for her.
Yeah. My number 3, because of his showing at Takeover War Games, and despite the fact if you watch our review of This Week in WWE, the fact that he wasn't involved in NXT, I'm talking to Velveteen Dream.
Dude,
he brought it. On the level of all the guys that we watch in NXT, and we know they bring it to the level, Gargano, Ciampa, Cassius Ohno, the UK guys, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong. We all know these guys have that level.
absolutely.
This was a chance to see Patrick Clark, a.k.a. Velveteen Dream,
Yeah.
bring it to that level and just work it.
You know,
And it was an amazing match.
Patrick Clark, who was a favorite and an unfortunate elimination on Tough Enough. You know, a lot of people don't remember that he was on Tough Enough.
Yeah.
That, like, he has made this fantastic transition into, you know, I wouldn't say it's an original gimmick, but it's a new twist on that type of androgynous gimmick that we've seen happen many times over generations. He's updated it. He's got the swagger. He's very velvety, I guess. Just very smooth. He knows, like, his wrestling and his persona are just so much fun to watch. And you know, we got a teaser of this match when we went to NXT, the show that's back behind Kevin there. And you know, it was so fucking
There's
good.
one of them.
Yeah. Oh, Velveteen's not even actually on there.
Nope.
But Aleister Black is. But yeah, Velveteen versus Aleister Black, fantastic match. Velveteen definitely deserves a spot.
Yeah, he got a spot, and you know he got hurt doing it, and you know it didn't seem to cause the match to hiccup or be worse for the portion of it.
No.
So that shows he's got the guts to fight through potentially being hurt, and you know hold everything together. So it's the composure of somebody who's more veteran status than he is.
And I think it really works for him because, they left it at a point to where they could either just end the storyline there, or they could say that the time that that Velveteen is taking off, not only for injury, but he's had time to reflect on Alistair finally saying his name, and then can come back for more.
That's the other reason why he gets it, is because he achieved his goal.
Yeah.
So, what more can you say?
Absolutely.
He gets number 3. Number 2 belongs to Paige.
What?
Specifically just because she's back.
Yeah.
Paige is back. Vote for Paige.
You get to say your catchphrase every single week and actually have it mean something now.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I'm glad I've never voted for anyone else in the interim.
No. No one's in the company, at least.
Yeah, so Paige is back, one of my all-time favorites. Hence, she just immediately gets jumped to number 2.
Yeah, no, she...
And, she's got backup. She's number 2 because she brought 2 other people with her.
Comparing the 2 debuting factions on either show, Absolution it definitely has an advantage over the Riot Squad. Despite how much we like the members of the Riot Squad,
yeah.
Absolution itself has just seemed much more organic.
There's 2 big rifts between the 2 of them that I think are the big factors for why I enjoy Absolution over the Riot Squad, why they're not tied.
Yeah.
Why they're not both equally cool or uncool or whatever you want to call them. The fact that they happened 24 hours apart.
Yeah.
So Absolution debuted and then the Riot Squad come up, so they just look like copycats.
Absolutely.
That's the first downfall.
Yeah.
The second thing that goes in Absolution's favor is Paige does 99% of the talking for Absolution.
Yeah, because they hadn't said anything until they attacked Sasha, and both Sonya and Mandy stuck to very simple things to say.
On the Riot Squad, they seem to all 3 kind of get their say, and I don't want to take away anything from any of them, but even their leader, Ruby Riot, none of them are known for promos being their strong aspect of their wrestling repertoire.
And I would say out of the 3 of them, Ruby is the best promo. And
and for me, it's Ruby's not that great as a heel, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So trying this heel persona promoing seems a little out of character.
Yeah. There's a lot more strengths to Absolution than there is the Riot Squad. Hoping that Riot Squad has that moment that really makes them click for me.
Yeah, they need a good moment.
Yeah, but right now, as far as
they're going to be the core to the Nexus.
No one wants to be the core to the Nexus.
Yeah, well, it makes fucking sense though.
Not even the core wanted to be the core.
Each group had an extra obsolete letter in their name.
Yeah. Fucking take that T away.
Core had the second R that didn't belong.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is the truth. The truth behind the untruth.
It's rough.
So Paige gets my spot number 2.
All right.
Prior to spot number 1.
Honorable mentions. I've got some.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the first one's first, just because Utah. I thought for sure you were gonna pick someone from this grouping. I'm just gonna give it to the cast of War Games, because
that's a big honorable mention.
I mean, it's 9 guys that went out there. You had a weird team like the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong. You had relative newcomers in Undisputed Era. You had the most established but just off the wall fucking team like Sanity, and everyone did a really good job in this new version of War Games. The match itself, a few things, we probably could have changed, a few things could have kept a little old school, but overall, I mean, when you got moments like the superplex off the top by Roddy and Cole, whether you got the dual Tower of Doom, where you got Alexander Wolf busting the back of his head open and still continuing in the match. Everyone fucking killed it in that match, and I think they deserve a shout out for at least putting on a show and entertaining everyone. Big shout out to all 9 of those guys. And I'm gonna say this just because we've dubbed it that I'm the one that has to be positive about them. I'm gonna give my honorable mention spot to the Bludgeon Brothers because it's Luke Harper on television. God damn it, they're working with what they're getting. They weren't getting anything else. If it wasn't for this, Luke Harper would not be on television. Eric Rowan is doing his part. They're doing what they can. They got Mojo the fuck away from Zack Ryder. They're doing good things. Give them a goddamn chance. But yes, their outfits are awful. I will give you that. But it is Luke Harper on TV. Eric Rowan is holding up his part of the bargain. Give them a fucking chance. So the Bludgeon Brothers get my second honorable mention spot.
Give them their old gimmicks back, please.
Yeah.
Can't we just have Luke Harper? What was wrong with just playing Luke Harper on TV? Like, he was doing good shit.
People can't connect to him. People don't know who he is. This is me being Vince McMahon.
Yeah. I don't know. He just, he had his new tank top. It was black. It was trimmer.
He was trimmed down. He was flying all over the place.
He had slightly less baggy, dirty jeans.
Then he had a really boring match against Eric Rowan. They're like, he's better. They're better as a tag team. They're not good single stars.
Well, there's your issue, Eric Rowan.
He's holding up his part of the bargain right now. Goddammit, give him a goddamn chance. Who is your number 1?
Which means Luke Harper's holding up his end of the bargain, which is the Eric Rowan end. Number 1, The New Day.
Really?
They might not have won their match at War Games. I mean, Survivor Series.
It was
same weekend.
It was the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could say, despite the fact that Shane was the team captain of Survivor Series, that the SmackDown captains themselves would have been the New Day. They led the charge in the backstage assault. Yep. They were first and foremost. I mean, I'm going to give an honorable mention to Zack Ryder's balls.
I mean, they got touched by Natty. So.
Yeah, Natty cupped a full-on feel.
It is so funny that on Twitter and on Instagram, everyone on the SmackDown roster was giving Natty shit and reposting that photo. And
hysterical.
It was hilarious.
So besides Zack Ryder's balls, the New Day, the most important thing about that attack...
Let's be fair. The New Day was the most important thing. Zack Ryder's balls were the luckiest thing about that attack.
Yeah. And then they're the only ones that went back to Raw 2 weeks later.
Absolutely. And
feigned a second invasion.
Well, and on top of that, they didn't beat the Shield at Survivor Series, but out of any group, I think the New Day had the best chance.
Yeah.
And were on the level of the Shield. I think the only other team that was on the level of the Shield in the entire run of the Shield was Evolution.
Yeah.
That was the only other team that was we have a chance to beat the Shield. The New Day.
The Wyatt family.
Yeah, I guess they had.
At the time, they were both still new at the time.
Yeah. The New Day fucking this is the craziest thing. Is I remember at one point, maybe about a year ago, people were thinking, "Oh, the New Day's gimmick is getting old. The New Day's, they're starting to fade out." No, they're fucking not. They're still just as popular as they ever have been.
Yeah.
You do one clap and the crowd immediately starts chanting New Day rocks.
The smart thing is that the New Day have drawn back a little bit.
Yes.
So they're not saturating multiple segments every episode they were when they were at their peak popularity.
Yeah, now they're saving them for that one moment to where they're going to get the crowd going.
Yeah, they know that they need to moderate the usage of the New Day until something happens to either split them apart or bring them back up to the forefront of being the popular team again.
Which is what, not too many people were fond of that they were getting another tag title shot, but then when you have two other teams like Benjamin and Gable and Rusev and Aiden English,
Yeah.
you know, you're not just giving that spot to the New Day. You're giving a lot of new talent a shot at those titles.
So, I mean, for being essentially the de facto captains of the SmackDown Siege, Parts 1 and Fake 2, the New Day get my spot number 1 on the top 5.
Captain, my captains. Yeah. No, good list. Good list.
Yeah. It was.
It was. But I think it's over now, right?
Yeah, I don't have to do a 0, so.
Oh, the zero is always Mojo and Enzo
Titus.
and Brock Lesnar and Yep.
And daddy gimmicks.
Yeah. That's it for Kevin Hawk's Top 5 of November. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
You know the stuff. Click the links. Check out both the channels.
We're on the hiatus, so you're not going to be getting nearly as many videos over here. We're going to try and pop more videos over on Reasonable Wrestling Fans with a little extra time.
You will get another one of these at the beginning of January, even though we're not coming back for full time until the second week of January. But you will get a top 5 of December, or potentially a top 5 of the year.
Maybe both.
We haven't decided what we're doing there, so maybe you get 2.
You're going to get predictions for Clash of Champions because we do it every pay-per-view.
So-
we ain't stopping now.
So why not? And you're going to get another unboxing in just a couple of weeks over on Reasonable Wrestling Fans, where you see us get stuff like this beanie, like
this
that
shirt.
shirt, and our Brawling Buddies. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.